What was the Bretton Woods system and its gold standard link? Imagine a world trying to rebuild after a war, where countries need stability and trust in their money. That's where the Bretton Woods system comes into play. It was created in 1940 during a meeting in New Hampshire with 44 nations. The goal was to set up a stable way for countries to trade and keep their economies steady after the chaos of the Great Depression and World War II. Under this system, each country fixed the value of its currency to the US dollar. The dollar was special because it was linked to gold at a fixed rate of $35 per ounce. This meant the dollar acted like a gold-backed currency, but other countries didn't hold gold directly. Instead, they kept their currencies tied to the dollar, which was backed by gold. This setup created a kind of modified gold standard, where the dollar was the main anchor for the world's money. The system allowed countries to keep their currency values stable but also gave them some flexibility. They could adjust their exchange rates a little if needed and use controls to manage their economies better. The U.S. government promised to exchange dollars for gold at the fixed rate, which helped keep trust in the dollar and, by extension, in other currencies linked to it. The Bretton Woods system also created important institutions. The International Monetary Fund was set up to watch over exchange rates and lend money to countries facing financial trouble. The International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, now part of the World Bank, was created to help rebuild war-torn countries and support economic growth. This system was designed to stop countries from devaluing their money to gain unfair trade advantages, which had caused problems in the past. For nearly 30 years, it helped promote steady growth and kept inflation and deflation under control. But over time, issues started to appear. The U.S. began to run large trade deficits and print more dollars, which made the fixed gold price less realistic. By the 1960s, the gold reserves the U.S. held couldn't cover all the dollars held abroad. Countries started to doubt whether they could exchange their dollars for gold at the fixed rate. This led to a series of attempts to keep the system alive, but eventually, in the early 1970s, the United States stopped converting dollars into gold altogether. This marked the end of the Bretton Woods system. In essence, the system linked currencies to the US dollar, which was tied to gold, creating a kind of gold standard with a twist. It aimed to bring stability and cooperation to the world's money, balancing the gold standard stability with new ways to manage economies. It shaped global finance for nearly 3 decades and left a lasting mark on how countries handle their money and prices.